Costco salmon fillet. I cut off the the tail here, all right, and cooked it up and ate it. And this is the the other side that has the skin is removed, and the brown stuff is almost all gone. There's a little bit right here, but that's not a big deal. Anyway, this is it. Very simple. You take the brown sugar and salt mixture, which I have in this container right here, and just kind of sprinkle it in the bottom here, about that much. Spread it out. The brown sugar sometimes clumps up like this, which is kind of a drag. That's, I'd say, about 1/4 inch. And then put this back on top. See, it was in my other hand. I didn't even take it out of. And then sprinkle more on top. Okay. Bust up these brown sugar nuggets a little bit. And then, okay. Now the thicker part gets a little bit more. And that's it. Then goes in the fridge. And so that's it after 10 hours. So now it's time to rinse the salmon first. Rinse the salmon off. Get off all the brown sugar and salt. And then just rinse this pan out there, because we're going to use the same one for the no reason to use any other container. And that's it. Kind of let the pat the salmon dry a little bit. Not a lot. That's it. It's basically done. And this is where I add on just some teriyaki. And you can have teriyaki and smoke flavoring, or just teriyaki and put it in the smoker afterwards to get the smoke flavoring, and that's it. Just kind of wipe it on there. It's as simple as that. I guess this is also a good time when you can add other flavorings too, like if you want to put some dill in there, or some, I don't know, black pepper or something, whatever, tailor it. But I just use teriyaki. Now, getting ready for the smoking part of it. This is about 10, maybe 10, 12, something like that. Maybe pieces of charcoal, a little bit of lighter fluid to get it started, and a match. Okay, you see the charcoals are getting hot. They're smoking a little bit. They're getting white around the edges. There's a smoker with the wood box on the left-hand side. So the charcoal's going to go in there. Smoke's going to go that way into the chamber here. Naturally, this is the hottest spot of the smoking box. This is also very warm. This is up, so it's warm. This is the coolest spot, so that's where we're going to put the salmon, because we're making lox, of course, and we want it to be cool, smoked. Yep, looks pretty hot, about 50% covered in white. There you go. A small amount of hot charcoal. And just put some wood chips, wood chunks. In this case, you could put wood chips, chunks. Now it's time for the wood and see what happens. We want to try to keep it from flaming up here. We want it to smoke too. After just about 2 minutes, you can see it's starting to smoke here, getting smoky in the chamber already, and here, and that's it. The rest is, see, there's no fire. The rest is just a balancing act between keeping it very smoky and not having it get too hot. So we're about 15 minutes into it, and it is really smoking very, very nicely, as you can see. There is, there, you know, I can't even see it, but there is no fire in there. There's no fire, and that's good. And don't even need to open that chamber. But after about an hour of this, it'll be done. I mean, with this much smoke, it doesn't take long. And it's barely even warm to the touch here, which is really nice. It'll get warmer, but not much. Got to keep it under 110 degrees. As cool as possible. So, it's not smoking, and that means that it's on fire. So that's not good. Obviously, we don't want that. So let's blow some CO2 on there and try to get that to go out and leave this open. Don't want this to get warm. Good, it's not warm yet. So the objective here is going to be to try to get those all put out and then restarted. And this is the part that's just trial and error, and I still haven't figured out exactly how to get that consistent over time. But that's the next challenge. But I'm just aborting at this point. I'm just going to leave this open until I can get that to stop, you know, to stop being on fire. And I got to put out the fire and get the smoke going again, and then that's when I'll close this. So that worked, and probably will work for now. I don't have any other better advice for that portion of it. About an hour of smoke, like I said. So the fire's out. I closed the lid again, and it is smoking very well again. Not even warm down there, barely even warm. It's kind of warm up here, so I'm not even going to open that lid. I don't want to give it any oxygen at all. And that's it. Still learning. Warm, warm.